Shaggy can also has pretty strong reversals as well. So it is going to be interesting to watch this matchup with a whole nother Shaggy in the mix. This is for tournament life. Winner of this goes up against Fat Pack for a chance at the $100 tonight.
Prepare yourself.
Loser goes home with nothing. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. It's unfortunately our Flacoco needs to win this game to go up against another Shaggy and hopefully get the money. But you know that BrianYi is not going to give up easy either.
Everything to play for right now as we open up on Trophy's Edge, and it is going to be Finn that finally gets the initial opening. That sword once again coming into play. Incredible combos now from Shaggy though, able to break the cycle, break that initial momentum of Finn, and now it is going to be Brian that has the momentum on his side, and it is going to be Flacoco who does take the first stock, able to get that supercharge immediately and immediately land the super kick. An incredible showing from Brian. Reads Finn immediately and gets that second stock before a minute has even passed, and now it's going to be Flacoco that is entirely playing catch up here.
Oh, almost gets the read, and that would have put Flacoco in a really bad position, but the Finn is able to fight back onto the stage using that side B nicely to get to the center, but gets caught out by the Shaggy up tilt. Unfortunately, up air, not able to connect with the up special to close out the game. Flacoco needs to fight hard. Found a way and gets the first stock, but it's still an uphill battle.
It's at this point you've got to really dig down deep and rely on everything you know. Flacoco was doing incredibly well to get that stop back on Brian, but it is going to be Brian that takes the first point. Brian that's going to have the initial advantage going into round 2, have that little bit of a safety net going in through the rest of these finals. Flacoco did incredibly well there, but Brian is very good at getting that early lead and keeping the momentum on his side. 2 stocks down without 60 seconds passing.
I think
you really need to get through his defenses.
I think Brian heard what you said and said, you know what, Flacoco, you do need to dig down deep. Let me help you with that. Let me get you down there, you know?
Oh,
and maybe Flacoco's able to bounce back. You know what they say. When you hit an object, it will return and hit you back with an equal force.
Get ready, cause this big
and let's see if Flacoco can do just that. Newton's laws may apply to him as he goes for the 0 to death. Good dodge by BrianYi, not letting Finn get those early kills. But let's see as the rushdown continues. Brian escapes to the corner to charge up. Ooh, is unable to get back on stage using the super meter, but finds his way back. But Finn's really rushing down. Brian having a lot harder time securing damage this game compared to game 1, but is able to open up with a combo here. This might be it. Oh, stalling with the neutral B. Good awareness from Brian to not die there. You can tell that Flacoco's playing a little bit safer.
Once again, Brian using that survival tactic, just trying to stay alive, but Flacoco does finally break it, does finally get that first stock, but it's immediately answered back by Brian, and now it is even 0-0 stock reset as we go into the second set of stocks here. And once again, it is Brian that opens up with the momentum. The evasiveness of Flacoco has done incredibly well thus far in this matchup, but it does look like the momentum once again is shifting in this back and forth constantly as Brian secures a second point, a second life against Flacoco. Looks like uses a super kick. There is a little bit of an insurance policy, but now trying to juggle Flacoco once again. Maybe looking for vintage, but it doesn't work. Goes for the downward spike, trying to keep that pressure up, but Flacoco's still able to just stay alive. I jinxed it. God damn it. Oh, I've done it now. Oh.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Oh, so that's what that feels like.
Yeah, you get used to it. Remember, it is not your fault, Flacoco. CJ ruined you, and we're going into game 3 as we need to see a little bit more adjustment from Flacoco. Flacoco was able to get the early lead and was just unable to hold on to it. Brian doing a really good job of finding these small openings and just tacking on damage until he's able to get the hard reads into the kill combo. You can kind of watch him waiting for Flacoco to jump and really catching out that jump with a straight side air or an up air. It is actually so strong. Flacoco going for the kill combo again, unable to do so, but able to put up a little bit of damage. Oh, this Nair really making Finn struggle. Just whiffing the responses, trying to whiff punish the Nair, but unable to connect with anything. Man, BrianYi is really doing a good job of just snuffing out Flacoco's movement.
And it has become a mental battle at this point. Flacoco has said they refuse to lose to another Shaggy. They refuse to go down like this. They refuse to go down in the sweep. Brian answers back as he evens up the stocks, and now it is 6 minutes on the clock, 1 life either side. And Brian answers with a super uppercut, an incredible amount of damage. Flacoco answering back as well, potentially setting up for the vintage maneuver, using that floating platform to create a little bit of space, slow down the match a little bit. There is vintage Flacoco, there is the signature move, there is the elimination, and all of a sudden the momentum is once again on Flacoco's side. He refuses to lose this. Goes to vintage once again. Double vintage is going to secure them the point, and Flacoco is still in the matchup. They refuse to let go of what could be theirs.
Not that I'm in it for
What?
that stuff. I just like winning.
Flacoco found it. Flacoco went down deep enough and pulled out a game 3 win. 2 more that he needs to basically do that over and over again. BrianYi needs to figure something out because clearly Flacoco did. It was just a couple of reads. Flacoco kind of figured out Brian's rhythm, it really feels like, and is able to catch Brian out with straight up airs and just leading into that combo, carrying the Shaggy into the blast zone to make sure that he can secure the kill at any percent.
Absolutely, yeah. Flacoco. To quote Brian is now scared. Brian is in the chat because Flacoco is heated. Flacoco is emotional. He is seeing red, and this is where it comes into play. This is just where it becomes less about necessarily mechanical skill, and it is just about determination. Vintage Flacoco doesn't connect, and Brian is going to capitalize on the opening. Gets an incredible combination here. Here comes the uppercut, but Flacoco is able to read it, able to avoid it. Tries to set up once again for the 0 to dead. The vintage Flacoco, he knows to wait for that uppercut, but there goes Shaggy with a very heavy punch. The projectile isn't going to land. Flacoco was able to dodge incredibly well. Able to read there a little bit. Does a little bit of extra damage with the sword. 92 to what looks to be kill range here at 101. Using the super, but Flacoco goes for it. Does not allow for it. This is absolute insanity. The risky maneuvers of Flacoco, the lengths he's willing to go to get to the grand finals. It's like nothing we've ever seen as Brian evens it up now.
I can't believe. I'm really glad that Flacoco called out Brian for charging up so low, and like in a spot that's very easy to reach. And now Flacoco carrying that momentum from that stock into the second stock for him. The game looks close, and it might just become even. Oh, but not able to read the dodge there. Brian's desperately looking to close this stock out and not take too much damage, or even worse, lose the game. Everybody's hunting for hits here. Oh, good dodge.
There it is! He set the double rucksack, juggling Shaggy in the air, not allowing for the reset. There is vintage Flacoco. He was almost able to read the super kick, but Brian was just able to hold on, who is now supercharged. Flacoco looking for it again. This continually go either way. This is, oh my god. I don't even know what to say.
This is match point for BrianYi, but it might go into game 5. Is Flacoco gonna set up a reverse 3-0 situation here? No, he dodges it, and oh!
Flacoco is still alive. Brian is in kill range. Flacoco is at 55 on heat. He's looking for vintage. Brian is desperately trying to run to the edge of the map, edge of the stage. Desperately trying to avoid the rage-filled Flacoco. He misses the super kick. Flacoco looks to be setting up for an uppercut of some kind. He hits bang. Flacoco has done it. Flacoco is going to round 5. This isn't over yet. The boyhood dream could still come
Not that I'm in
true.
it for that stuff. I just like winning.
Oh my god. What a comeback so far. My god. This is anybody's match now. One game left for both players. Is Flacoco gonna clutch it out, bring this to a reverse 3-0, or is Brian going to put his foot down and make sure that he's the one that gets the rematch with Fat Pack? Both of them opening up with space. We see Shaggy getting the first couple of hits, but doesn't really lead into anything.
Oh my god.
Flacoco
immediately.
Flacoco really looking for the hits, but getting juggled in the air. Flacoco going for it again.
Oh, the double axe handle from Shaggy, able to read that very risky maneuver. This is so even. This isn't even about the money anymore. This isn't about getting to the grand finals. This is about Flacoco proving that he can, proving that he will, that nothing is going to get in his way. He's able to keep Shaggy in the air a little bit, constantly dealing out that damage as those floating platforms slowly make their way to the external position. Flacoco looking for it. He wasn't able to dodge out of it. Shaggy went for the dodge, but he wasn't able to escape, and Flacoco was able to hit with the rucksack.
That was last frame. I guarantee you, if that dodge was just a little bit higher, a little bit further away, it wouldn't have hit. Now they're fighting on the side of the stage, and Flacoco finds another catch, resets his air specials, and gets another kill. Is Brian gonna throw it all away right here?
I can't. This has to be scripted. This has to be scripted. There is no way this has happened. He's done it. He's done it. Flacoco